I really just, are we on? All right. I really just think that, the show really only fits a half an hour format.
We need an hour. We need an hour of the show. Think about it. If it's on for an hour, that's double the time that somebody could stumble upon the show.
Yeah, but if we film for 1 hour today, right?
Yeah.
We can cut 1 hour into 2 episodes.
I know, but if we can come up with one cohesive hour, why not?
It'll be boring.
Of course it'll be boring.
It's going to bore everyone to death.
We're not going to bore anyone to death.
It's already, I mean, the show's already going to be boring. We know that.
Of course it is, but this is the first
So
show.
a half an hour, we don't want to lose the audience.
No, think about it. People are going through the channels, Actually, people don't go through the channels anymore.
They don't go through
the lost art of the channel flick.
I know. Well, that's why no one's going to see us in the first place.
I know.
You have the menu nowadays.
Yeah. Think about back in the day when there's weird stuff on TV.
Right.
Everybody saw it because you're going through the channels.
Right.
You're flicking.
Late night, 2 a.m.
2 a.m., yeah.
You get those, what are they, the public domain films.
Yeah, perfect.
It's unbelievable.
Catch the 39 Steps on like PBS version 4.
Oh my God, amazing. Unless you catch the Ted Turner classics.
Yeah, of course.
You don't want to see that. They recolorize everything. You remember that? The 90s?
It's a Wonderful Life, colorized. I saw it once. It was horrible. It was an eyesore.
It's a Wonderful Life in color?
Yeah, in color.
I don't believe it.
Don't believe it.
Did he colorize Citizen Kane?
I don't know. I know. Didn't he colorize Casablanca?
Isn't Casablanca? Oh no, Casablanca's in black and white.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You pass me that water?
Yeah, of course. Did you wash this out?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
soap and water. There's a kitchen down the hallway.
Good.
Yeah. I guess it does.
Well, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
We got to talk. We got to give an intro.
Yeah, an intro.
Welcome.
A proper intro.
Welcome to Opinions.
Opinions. It's a show about two men's opinions.
Friendship on the North Shore.
Friendship on the North Shore.
Friendship on the North Shore.
We enjoy hanging out, sitting on the couch, talking about things. So we decided
we wanted a television show about our opinions.
Exactly.
And it's only our opinions.
Only our opinions.
Only our. Everyone's got their own.
Everyone's got their own. Exactly.
Everyone's got their own, and they can't be confused with fact.
Yeah, never confused with fact. It's merely an opinion. It's merely just what I think. I'm not trying to impose that upon anyone.
Like we want to talk about like America as like a beautiful cultural,
smorgasbord.
A smorgasbord.
Yeah.
A scope of artistic and amazing cultural significance. Wheat fields.
Wheat fields.
And
Yeah.
girls with flowing hair.
Yeah,
and
like
Neil
boxing,
Young.
in dusty rooms.
Yeah, boxing and like
dusty
backyard brawls like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Like guys like fighting in their backyard, like the kids watching it through like the glass sliding door. He doesn't like what he's seeing, but he can't help love it because that's America.
That's
America. That's
Big
America.
going for Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Brian
yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's America.
America.
It's a show about our love for the culture of this great nation. It's a show
And
about
not only this great nation, but
the world.
The world. All the nations across the world, including Antarctica and places that you don't really have culture.
Right.
We'll appreciate that,
Antarctica, yeah.
Do they have culture in Antarctica?
They don't have culture in Antarctica. So we were watching WrestleMania 4.
WrestleMania 4, we have it right here.
WrestleMania 4
Yeah,
last
we
night.
have it right
Here, can you zoom in on WrestleMania 4 for us? Not zooming. Yeah, there we go. A little bit. Oh, Steve's got it.
Yeah.
We were watching
WrestleMania 4. Yeah.
WrestleMania 4.
It was March 27th, 1988 at the Trump Plaza.
This is a phenomenal paper.
Atlantic City. Yes.
This
phenomenal.
is really good.
One of the best.
This is really good.
One of the best.
The thing I like the most about WrestleMania 4 would have to be it's an even playing field. You should explain the history behind the vacating of the title and going into WrestleMania 4.
Well, yeah.
Which I think is my favorite as of last night, WrestleMania.
It's definitely my favorite WrestleMania. It's easily my favorite WrestleMania from the 80s. And if we're going to talk about the history, we need to start a year prior.
Start at WrestleMania 3.
WrestleMania 3, a year prior.
WrestleMania 3.
Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant were good friends. Andre the Giant had been undefeated since he debuted. Nobody's ever pinned the Giant. Nobody's ever even come close to pinning the Giant. So we got Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. They're best friends. Hulk Hogan gets presented with a huge trophy for, I think it was for holding the WWE Championship for a couple of years or something like that. Gets this huge trophy. So Andre the Giant also gets a trophy, but it's a smaller trophy. And this trophy is for being undefeated. So Andre is obviously a little bit bitter.
Very upset.
Very upset, So he, joins up with Hogan's bitter rival, his enemy. Well, not yet.
No
yet.
Ted DiBiase.
No DiBiase.
No DiBiase yet.
Don't get excited.
Don't get excited.
Yeah.
He gets involved.
We got Bobby.
You know what's good about our show is our set. I'm looking at the monitor over here. Yeah. Our set is more interesting than our show.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
That's why we need the set, because without the set, we'd be nothing.
This would be so boring. I'm sorry. So finish. Back to WrestleMania 4.
WrestleMania 4.
WrestleMania 4.
Trump Plaza.
WrestleMania 4.
Yeah.
Trump Plaza.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. All right.
It's
So Hogan gets a bigger trophy than Andre. Andre is bitter. Teams up with Bobby the Brain Heenan.
The best, by the way.
The best.
Since we're on TV, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
The funniest man in the history of television.
I wish he had his own. I've always wished Bobby the Brain Heenan had his own television show.
It'd be better than our show.
From like the well, I mean, way better than our show.
Yeah.
From like the mid '80s, and he could just he'd be a comical character. And wrestlers would get involved, but it would be really focused around Heenan, and it's unfortunate.
I think he has a DVD set actually, which I need to buy.
You should see that. Maybe we could play some clips
Could
from
be
it once
wrong.
we finally get our hands on
Yeah,
that.
on those monitors.
On
down
these
there.
monitors
Play
down
clips
here.
on those monitors. That's why they're there.
We're gonna play clips on those monitors.
They're all plugged in. So Bobby the Brain Heenan hates Hogan, obviously. He's a bad guy. You know, he just wants his bad guys to beat Hogan. So he's got Andre. He's pumped, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Andre gets the number one contendership for Hogan's WWF Championship at WrestleMania 3. Now, it's a pretty bad match.
It's you know what? It's electric though.
Of course it's
Mania
electric.
3 is electric. It's a bore fest of a match.
Slow, lumbering. It's what you'd expect. It's this man right here and Andre the Giant. You're not going to expect a 5-star classic. But either way, they have a match.
It's electric though.
Yeah,
Let's give it to him. It's electric.
Yeah, Hogan body slams Andre. Big historic moment. Hogan wins. So, fast forward almost a year.
Almost a year.
Andre the Giant wants his rematch against Hulk Hogan. So they have a match at this event called the Main Event. And at this event, I haven't seen it in a long time. I'll try to remember how it plays out. Andre, something happens with the crooked referee or something. Andre pins Hogan, and immediately, 30, 40 seconds afterwards, after he pins Hogan, Andre sells the belt to DiBiase.
To Ted DiBiase.
Not this belt. This is a tag team belt.
Ted DiBiase, by the way,
yeah.
Phenomenal wrestler.
Phenomenal wrestler.
We'll
get into DiBiase in a minute.
We can obviously talk about DiBiase.
I can talk about DiBiase for
But
an hour.
So the title. So go ahead. The president of WWF at the time, Jack Tunney.
Jack Tunney. Is not gonna. You can't sell the belt to DiBiase. You got to win the belt. Yeah. Pinfall or submission, or a couple times somebody's been presented with the belt. I think it's baloney.
Right. But so Tunney vacates the belt.
Yes.
And we have a tournament from all the stars in WrestleMania 4.
Most of the big stars.
This is phenomenal. This evens the playing field. And I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. I really don't. But I'll just say this is probably my favorite WrestleMania. All of the matches are interesting.
Of course, even if they're like two big guys, like that magnificent Morocco Dino Bravo match.
And it's in the best Hacksaw Jim Duggan match I think I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, he's got the dark trunks. He's a little bit serious. He's not like a total joke yet.
Very surprising. Lots of twists. So we recommend WrestleMania 4.
Highly recommended to anybody who enjoys wrestling, or the number 4.
Or the number 4. Yeah. So speaking of which, I would like to talk about a couple things here. I want to talk about JR.
I would love to talk about JR.
Because we talked about JR a lot, you and me, sitting on the couch.
Yes, we do.
We appreciate him because he understands what we know is the art of wrestling.
Of course, the art of wrestling.
The man is he describes a landscape.
Yeah, he paints an American picture.
He does. He paints an American
much like we did earlier.
Right. I mean, we're just riffing off of JR.
Of course.
We're nowhere nearly as good as JR.
Nobody's as good as JR.
I mean, it's funny, and every time he comes back for like a big pay-per-view match or something, he does this. He always drops like a nice one. What he'll do is he'll paint like an American landscape and like a setting and a background. And be like, that's the kind of thing you see in like a backyard brawl somewhere down in like Florida in the
Texas,
bayou or whatever.
Yeah, anything.
Amazing. The swamplands.
Amazing, yeah.
With a Skinner. There's a Skinner match.
Skinner, with the alligator man. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's talking about
the Florida Everglades and how he's like.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. He's beating people up behind bars.
Amazing. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
JR. Awesome. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I still want to taste his barbecue sauce. Speaking of JR, though, I think there's someone that we want to get on the show. We're trying to get on the show at some point in the near future.
Cena's dad.
Cena's father. Because we don't want to see Cena's dad. Then it might come across as we're saying Cena's dead, and Cena is not.
No.
He's alive and well.
Cena's alive and well.
Alive and well.
But we want Cena's father on the show.
Bad. I've met his father. No exaggeration.
Great guy.
6,000 to 7,000 times, and he's a stand-up guy. I was wearing a feathered boa when I saw him. I was at a wrestling event. He comes up, shakes my hand. He complimented my boa, and he remembered the next time. Like he came back. And
he always seems like such a personable character.
Such a personable guy.
So we really want Cena's father on the show.
President.
Cena's father, Cena's father, Cena's father, Cena. We're gonna try to get Cena's father. It'd be awesome. We could just talk wrestling with him for like a really long.
You could sit on, you could lay on the table. We could clear the toys out a little bit.
Clear the toys out.
Lay down.
So we got some.
Make them comfortable.
We're gonna have like we're planning on this show might last a couple decades.
Yeah, I mean that's what the plan is.
The plan is to let the show last a few decades.
I want to have like at least 10 or 15 Halloween.
Oh, can we cut that and then like just start from right here? Steve, this can even be on the show. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want the show to go for a few decades.
Yeah.
At least. All right, ready? We'll try again. Ready?
Yeah, let's start over.
Dead serious.
You can't make that face.
What face?
In this face, you're trying to make it look like you're not laughing. It's making me laugh. You're still doing it.
All right.
This can even be on the show. We
Can
can leave this on the show. It doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter.
So I want to have at least 10 to 15 Halloween episodes.
So that's it? We're ignoring the bit?
What?
Alright, let's just keep going.
Let's keep going. This is the show.
Yeah, this is the show. Yeah.
This is the show. What are you talking about? Let's keep going. This is the show.
This is the show. Yeah.
And by the way, you are the public. And you have access to us, which is great. You finally have public access to our opinions.
To our opinions, and not only do you have public access to us, but we have access
I wish we
to
could
the
get
public.
shots of Liv behind the
can access
camera,
the
like
public.
groaning and moaning all the way through this.
I know.
It's amazing.
We do have a pretty good shot from this side. But either way,
pretty funny.
A few things I wanted to talk about. Earlier we were talking about the lost art of the channel flick.
Channel flick.
Channel flick.
God, I used to love the channel flick.
Yeah. But there's a lot of other lost arts I've noticed in my life, and one of them is like movie posters and cereal boxes and just all this cool stuff, the nostalgic stuff. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I got some good examples right here. I don't know how clear of a shot we'll be able to get. We can actually
some
even
good
talk
shots.
about these movies at some point.
Liv, you mind trying to zoom in on Mark's camera over there? We can
Yeah,
get.
just-
I want to talk about Dr. Butcher. MD.
Dr. Butcher, we can talk about all
Hold
of
him
them.
up.
but-
Hold him up. Like, take a look at the monitor over there. Try to get that in the shot.
Yeah, just I don't want to cover the mic, but
Yeah.
these are there's kind of a glare.
Yeah, zoom in there. Yeah.
Oh,
we got-
there
yeah,
you
there
go.
we go. That's a great shot.
Yeah, look at
at
that.
all these Paragon tapes.
All right,
Hold on.
Paragon.
Can you go down a little bit? I want to see Dr. Butcher.
Yeah.
Get Dr. Butcher.
I can pull it up.
Yeah, pull Dr. Butcher up. Look at that.
Look at this.
Those are some good movies too.
Good movies. And
Paragon's
look
a
at the
great film.
artwork. You know,
I know,
If
phenomenal
I
art.
saw this as a kid, I mean, I did see this as a kid. But if I saw it as a kid, I'd lose it. I need to own that. You know,
need to
it's
own
like,
it.
look at the colors. They're all hand painted, beautiful.
Can we talk about Dr. Butcher MD for a few minutes
Yeah,
here?
you wanna hold it?
Can I get a shot? Steve, you want to give me?
Really cool painting. On
This
the
is
back,
Doctor.
too.
This is hold on. I'm just gonna walk up. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna take
Don't
my
forget
mic.
about the mic, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take my mic off here.
You want me to just...
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is easier.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Butcher MD.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is there a mic over here?
Oh my god.
Hello? Does this work, Steve? Does this work?
I mean, it really doesn't matter if it works.
No, this is good. Does it work?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Butcher MD.
Yeah.
This is a really That's a really good movie.
But yeah, so
Let's go talk about it. I'm going to talk about Dr. Butcher MD for a minute.
the lost art of the
cover.
The cover.
The lost art of the cover.
Hello. Actually, probably just
Oh my god.
The lost art of the cover.
we probably just like propped. Actually, no, I don't want to cover up the street sharks.
All right, so we got the
talked about WrestleMania.
Let's talk about Dr. Butcher
Dr.
MD.
Butcher MD, yeah.
This is a cool movie. Dr. Butcher MD. I really enjoy Dr. Butcher MD.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It has
It's,
nothing to do with what the cover says.
No, it doesn't.
I can't even read the back on television. It's a little bit vile.
Yeah.
But don't let it turn you off. This is a classic, and it's not what it says it is. It says he does all these things. This is the description though. A mad doctor's deranged dream of creating perfect people by taking parts of one person and interchanging them backfires as his creation develops strange side effects. And it's not really what this movie's about.
Doesn't
at all.
really happen, like-
and it's not really about doctors. It's kind of a cannibal film.
Kind of a cannibal film. It's like, it seems as if it's two movies put together. I thought that it was. I think I looked it up, and it wasn't two movies that were put together, but it was. I don't even remember. I'm getting confused with Night Train to Terror.
Oh,
as
Night
far
Train to
as-
Terror.
yeah.
I should have brought that, and that's some great box art.
Yeah.
Too bad.
The next
The next
episode,
time.
Yeah.
If we can find any YouTube clips of Dr. Butcher MD, they're going to be on that monitor right there.
There. Yeah.
Keep pointing. Right there.
There. Yeah.
Monitor number something.
Yeah. It was that like number 4. Or something?
But we might not be able to find any clips of that. But you know what we can find clips of? Tenebrae. I guarantee there's some clips of Tenebrae that we can use.
I mean, as long as they're not too graphic.
Graphic, but there's lots of great parts of that movie. I just watched Tenebrae last night. He let me borrow Tenebrae. I should have brought it on the show to give it back to you.
We haven't even talked about this.
We haven't talked about Tenebrae.
First time you saw
Phenomenal
it, right?
movie.
Yeah, amazing.
He's like Hitchcock.
Oh, I mean, he's a master filmmaker, and I mean, he gets his due. Dario Argento is the director we're talking about.
Oh, man,
he's just on that level of like transcending like a. I don't want to say a mere horror movie.
No, but he's not a
like,
genre. He's not. It doesn't seem like a genre specific kind of work. It's really
none
cool.
of his works are really. I mean,
the cinematography was immaculate in the film.
Amazing, yeah.
All those shots must have taken so long to get going and just to do.
The camera movements and everything, and
he directed. What did he do? Did you?
He did Deep Red. He did Suspiria.
So Suspiria, the one about the girl in the ballet school.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal movie.
Oh yeah, the colors.
And did you watch the special features on that on Tenebrae?
No, not yet.
Goblin broke up. By the way, Goblin.
How about that Goblin track?
Woo,
by the way? Yeah.
Goblin
is a band. They do the soundtrack. Yeah.
Some of the best Goblin.
Some of the best. Yeah.
Goblin's a band from Germany.
Yeah.
In like the 70s, and they did like lots of cool kind of like, I listened to a couple of their albums. It's kind of like proggy, but it's like very synth heavy metal kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Argento used to get them to do all the scores for his movies, and they did the score.
They did the score for a couple other Italian like zombie splatter films too.
And this is gonna be, I'm gonna drop this one on television, the Justice track. I forget what it's called, but it's in the first album.
Yeah, they sampled.
They sampled the Tenebrae theme song. It's pretty much.
Which isn't how good is the Tenebrae theme song?
Tenebrae theme song. It's amazing. Yeah. And so on the special features, they let us know that Goblin broke up.
Yeah.
Okay? And the guitarist or the drummer or something was using the name Goblin with a bunch of different musicians. And I guess Argento got them back together.
Is he like the creative?
No, he wasn't.
Force?
That's what I was led to believe by the thing.
The guy in Goblin.
The keyboard player did a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess Argento got them back together in a room, and they couldn't call themselves Goblin for the album because it was already a different Goblin.
Sure,
but they did the whole score. It's phenomenal.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's absolutely great.
Yeah, I'll jump into those extras at some point.
Jump into those extras.
Yeah. It's always a matter of time before I jump into an extra because it's like there's just so many movies to watch that it's like
you have to be hyped on it like right away too.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're ready, if you're not tired.
A lot of times I'll even watch those things before the movie if I've seen the movie. You know.
Yeah.
Like get all juicy on the extras and then jump into the movie. But yeah, along with the lost art of the video box art.
Yeah. What other lost arts were you thinking about?
I have a lost art of cereal boxes. Now
this is a good one.
Take a look.
Can we get a zoom in on that?
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on that, please? Thank you, Liv. Just get the box.
Yeah, look at.
Forget about Mark.
Yeah, no.
Just get the box. If you just want the whole shot, you can.
Ah! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank God.
Just kidding. You see this in a store, and you have to buy it.
You have to.
Even if you don't like Cocoa Krispies, you know. You look at that.
I feel like as a child, it's the promise.
Beautiful.
It's like the promise of hanging out with the cartoon monkey, which never gets fulfilled.
I know, and he like kind of looks like a person. He just looks so friendly. He's got a cap on.
He looks great. I want to hang out.
Look at his spoon. It's
He's
like
already hanging out.
His spoon isn't even concave. How is that cereal staying there? Is that milk or is that?
It's probably glue.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
Liv, you're doing a great job, by the way. We got
Yeah,
Liv.
good job,
Come on,
man.
I'm gonna get a shot of Liv. She's been doing our cameras today. This is Mark's girlfriend. This is Mark's girlfriend. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna get a good.
Yeah.
Go sit next to Mark. Oh, yeah, you can get in my camera. Yeah, get in my camera there.
No, don't sit on The Simpsons.
Don't sit on the
Right there,
Simpsons.
yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Perfect.
you
Yeah.
can put my mic on. We're just gonna say hello. This is Liv.
Okay, do you want to hold the cereal box? So, what is your favorite?
Are you wearing a mic? You gotta wear the mic. Liv. You gotta mic yourself.
Well, I'll hold the mic up. Does that work?
Yeah, I guess it does.
What's your favorite cereal box art that you can think? It doesn't have to be like your big top favorite. Just like something that stands out from your childhood that you remember, which you don't really see anymore. Try to think.
Probably, I don't know, Captain Crunch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you remember the underwater crunch?
Yeah.
Any of you?
They were all the shapes of the crabs.
Oh
and-
yeah. Yeah. They used to come with cool toys too,
Yeah,
if
that's
I
great.
remember correctly. I actually have a commercial for Deep Sea Crunch on tape, on a VHS tape. We'd probably be able to roll it if we can find it on like that monitor, maybe. You think?
Can I have
That
my seat
one?
back?
Yeah, that monitor. Yeah. That was rude.
It's TV, man. It's showbiz.
Yeah, show this. These lights are pretty hot, aren't they, Liv?
Yeah, they are.
But we want to give a special thanks to
You
Liv
dropped
because
your
she
foot.
came down here today. She didn't think she was doing anything. She didn't want to be on our TV
Yeah.
show. And you know what?
She came out of the
And she's manning the cameras today.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really appreciate that. So
out of the
thank you.
goodness of her heart to help us with the show.
Sorry, I kicked you out of your seat.
It's fine. It's fine.
I apologize.
Actually, I'll put the flap up so you can see the this. Market basket price tag $269. What year is this from? 1995. Bet that stuff's like $5 a box now.
What happened with cereal?
I know. What did happen with you? You know, I can't even find Golden Crisp anymore.
Sorry, Steve.
What you done?
I noticed it was funny. No, it was funny. You know what was funny is when I was trying to film Liv, I was trying to get a shot of the Cocoa Krispies, and I noticed my mic's so far down right now, and I noticed. Can you even hear me? And I noticed.
You have a loud voice anyway.
I do have a pretty.
It's a
I have
booming
a booming
vo-
voice.
booming
I
voice.
have a booming voice.
You're probably like breaking people's speakers right now.
Boom.
The one person that's watching.
I hope
right
it just clips out a little bit right there.
now.
Boom.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
me doing it is
nobody's
help.
watching
I don't
our
have a booming voice.
But I was
so-
trying to get Liv, and I was.
I do?
I was trying to.
You know what's weird?
Damn it, Mark. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna cut that out. All right, I can't swear. Sorry. All right, and
We're back.
we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready? And together again. And we're back.
Yeah. All right. I love these street sharks, dude.
Dude, they're the best, aren't they?
Look at that tongue.
How like well made these things are.
I know.
Back.
Back to the cereal box. You're seeing that. And you're wanting this. You're seeing this as a kid in Toys R Us.
Look at these things.
You want this.
Works
even
of art,
even if
yeah.
you don't like the stupid show, the Street Sharks. It's a rip off.
But the toy is amazing.
Liv and I watched an episode
Well, it's like,
or
you
two
know,
of it a few days ago.
Is it
actually.
good?
Good show.
The weird thing about the show, which I forgot, I never really watched it a lot as a kid.
I don't think I
It was
ever
really
watched
bad.
it, no.
Yeah, but they had this like echo thing. Well, they'll go shark attack, attack, attack,
Awesome.
attack. But I just didn't remember it because it was just forgettable. You know, it's a stupid.
Well, that's what they used to do. Do you remember when Reagan? I don't remember, but I remember being. Do you remember when somebody told you about
About
when
when
Reagan allowed for the first time television shows to be completely marketed by toys? So that's why you see all those like '80s toy lines come out, like you get like Transformers,
Oh, yeah.
He-Man, but they're all amazing. My Little
Oh, yeah.
Pony,
Absolutely.
and like you get like all these toy lines come out, and then they base the television show around it. So the toy is completely outrageous.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the TV show can be that as ridiculous. Like there doesn't need to be any sense in the plot. You just have big
Bright
colorful
colors
shots.
and
I know, I love it.
crazy monsters.
Speaking of which, you ever watch a lot of those Filmation cartoons? The company that did He-Man.
Of course, I love Filmation. I have that weird Ghostbusters tape.
That's a weird show.
It's not the Ghostbusters. It's not.
No,
Ivan
it's not.
Reitman.
I remember being confused as a kid too, like looking it up online. I was like, Ghostbusters from the '70s.
I remember seeing. I don't know where it was. It must have been at one of my friends' houses when I was like way younger. But they had some of the toys from the the Filmation Ghostbusters line. And I don't know if we can get up an image of some of these toys at some point.
That would be
but
cool.
If we get the image on like that monitor, maybe.
Again, it's not the Ghostbusters.
It's not the Ghostbusters.
not the same Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's
They have a gorilla.
a gorilla and like.
And
it's
it
based-
always looked kind of boring, but I always wanted to watch it, and I never
It's
saw
based
it.
upon a live action show from the 70s
Really?
called The Ghostbusters.
Did they have a gorilla?
Yeah, they have a monkey.
Oh, they have
on the,
actual-
on the show.
Nice.
I don't know if it's a real monkey. I can't remember. It might be. I
I bet it was better than this show.
Sure, it was better.
I'm funny.
It probably wasn't even a good show
No, probably was.
because we don't hear anybody talking about it.
Ever. I've never heard somebody talk about Ghostbusters.
I didn't know about it until I looked it up.
Can we talk about this?
Yes.
We have a special guest with us today
Yes,
too,
we do.
but He hasn't decided to say anything funny yet.
You'll figure out who he is.
This is the best comic book in my opinion. This is my favorite comic book ever.
Can I just take a look at that? I just
That's
wanna know
my
what you're
favorite
talking
comic book. That's
Which
a really
one is-
good one.
which one is this again?
This is Tales from the Crypt.
about. No, I know that, but which issue is that?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
you're saying this is your favorite?
In general, this is my favorite
Okay,
comic. Not this specific issue of Tales from the Crypt, but I really feel like
It really doesn't come close.
the artwork's immaculate,
Yeah.
and it's
So ahead of its time.
It's absolutely beautiful, yeah. And all the different artists who worked on it were allowed to create the way that they wanted to. This came out in the late 40s, by the way, and it was very shocking, very racy for its time. I was looking at the anthology series of this recently, and they have one of the forwards is by George Lucas, the other one's by Stephen King,
Of course, these guys are loving it.
and they
you know
love
what I
it,
mean?
yeah. And the other one's by John Landis.
Probably a huge influence.
And then, yeah, I mean, it's been. I think that changed the face of horror, really, as we know.
Absolutely.
You know,
I mean,
Tales
it was the
from
first thing of its kind. You know,
It's gorier than what was going on before it.
targeted at children.
Targeted at children, which is great too, because I remember
course.
reading those as a little kid,
course.
and I really appreciated them because they didn't pander to me. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
I
Yeah.
liked that because as a kid you realize the stark realities of the world just as much as an
Sure,
adult.
yeah, you
know?
realize when you're being pandered to, you know.
It's not you don't I don't think you even realize it. You just don't like whatever's pandering to you as much.
Yeah.
You know, like it just doesn't resonate. With, at least for me as a child, and it didn't resonate with me as much as a kid.
Like obviously we were a little older, but I remember like not being able to buy Blue's Clues at all because they'd be like trying to incorporate the viewer into it. And it's like
Yeah.
I can see through this, you know. It's like
it's probably
I don't see how any kids are falling for that.
less transparent than our show, but
Of course.
what do you got? Oh,
Oats and more.
oats and more.
And more. It's more than just oats.
It looks tasty.
I brought this to eat, but I could also use that as an example for. Actually, I was about to use an example for boring new cereal boxes, but I kind of like the simple thing we got going on here. Can you get a shot of this? No, that's fine. You don't have to move the camera.
That was rude.
Well, I mean, I didn't realize that she actually had to go move the camera. I was in
sorry.
like some weird reality, like some dreamland where cameras have to be moved.
Sorry. We're gonna have to thank Liv again at the end of. I'm also Liz. We're gonna have to thank Liv again at the end of the show for
Obviously.
coming in.
If you want any of these at any
And we
point,
gotta thank
put
Steve.
him right
Steve,
there.
can you come in here for a second?
if he wants to.
Yeah, if he wants to.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait a few seconds here.
Yeah.
We got Steve. Steve's our friend who works down here at Ipswich Public Access, and he actually helped us get a television show.
He did, which is
Yeah, let's hear it for Steve.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Woo! We gotta get him on. Steve, yeah, there he is.
There he is.
So this is Steve. We want to thank you, Steve.
Here he is. See him?
No problem, guys. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, it's great
We
to
really
have-
want to thank you. Steve's
great to
actually,
have you here. And
Steve's
the
going to do the
whole-
task.
The whole thing.
Steve's going to do the task of. He's actually technically producing the show from
Yeah.
another room.
He's a professional.
He's a professional, and
We're not.
We're not.
We are not
We
professionals.
don't get paid to do this.
No.
Um,
I don't think anybody would be stupid enough to
pay us to do this. I'd have
That
to
would
like.
just be
I
bad
try. I think I
judgment.
might try to convince them out of it.
Yeah, it would be bad judgment.
You know, I don't want to be known for this.
No.
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 Steve's on the phone right now. That's how boring our show
Yeah,
is. Steve's not even paying attention.
he's taking
he got a
phone
phone
calls,
call.
Yeah. But I like that.
I like it too.
It's all about.
I wish
you know.
he'd come in here and talk.
But we're
about
getting John Cena and his dad on the show at some point.
it.
At some point in the future.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Forget about John Cena for a minute. Let's start with his dad. We really want his father.
Yeah.
Because he would just. I feel like he'd be a great panel guest.
Oh yeah.
You think I should call someone and see if we can get a panel guest down here?
You know, Matt Catalini, actually, my friend, saw him outside of a wrestling event, just like driving
Cena's
around.
father?
Cena's father.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Absolutely cool.
Yeah. So I mean, we can probably find him.
And hopefully he hears about our show too.
Yeah. I'll.
Who cares about Cena's father?
Liv, why don't you go get the mic and say that into the mic?
No, don't say that into the mic because.
Oh right. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Cena's father's a.
Next time you have something funny to say, they'll grab the mic. You can stand behind the camera
Yeah.
and just make fun of us that way, because that's funny.
Yeah, she wasn't making fun of Cena's father. She's making fun
Fun of us,
Yeah,
which is what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But if we got Cena's father on.
We want him here. We just wanted to. We could do a whole hour about wrestling. Just talk about the
yeah.
history of wrestling.
I could talk about
who
wrestling
his
with you
dad's
for
into.
5 hours,
Yeah, it'd be
yeah.
great. Yeah, and then we could cut it down to like.
Would you pass me that gallon?
Here's- So, I think I'm gonna call. I want to call Steve. I'm gonna try to call somebody and see if we can get a panel guest down here. Steve, are you in there? Oh, sorry, Steve. He's on the phone. Thank you. Well, as soon as Steve gets back in there, I'm gonna have him Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, take your time.
No, I'm all done.
Oh, you're all done on the phone?
Yeah.
All right. I wanted to see if you
Gonna
could
put that down.
maybe like get a shot of me. I'm gonna call somebody and see if we can get a panel guest down here.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Jeff.
Is he like around? Or?
I have no idea. Let's find out.
Okay.
We'll find out on
Give him a call.
television.
Give him a call.
This
Live
is called,
on TV.
This is live on TV.
You don't get this kind of stuff a lot. I just want to give it kind of a brief introduction. He's gonna go.
My
to this,
phone doesn't work very well. It might be kind of difficult.
It's probably not gonna work.
Yeah, you wanna call? We're gonna call from Liv's phone. Thank you, Liv.
Yeah, there
My
we go.
phone's plugged in on the wall over
We
there.
actually have a real cell phone to use.
Here, you keep that one on, and then you can use. You want to use this for the.
Oh, I can use this. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's really close. That's gonna sound really
Thank you, Steve.
There goes the
Here,
neighborhood.
I was about to knock this down. Thank you. This is me calling Jeff. His number is. I'm just kidding.
Do you see it?
No, I messed up, but that's all right. I'll figure it out.
Try to make this quick.
No. There we go. Hold on, I gotta get in the shot. Thank you, Liv. Again, thank you again to Liv. Oh yeah, how do I get this on? That's okay. It was pretty funny. I'll give it to you. Thank you, Steve, for helping us do our TV show. Are we still filming? Are you enjoying our show?
I can't believe I'm going to be run by the FCC.
I know. Hold on. Steve, can you
You're
come
gonna
out
see
here
my
and
show.
talk about like our show for a little minute? I don't know. I just want to ask you how you feel about it so far, because this is our first time ever doing a TV show.
Yeah.
Love
We
the
don't know
show.
what we're doing.
Love the show, guys. As a
Show.
professional in the TV industry, I think it's a great show.
Really?
Wow.
That's more than we thought.
Yeah.
Way more than we thought.
Thank
I
you
love
so
it.
much.
You know.
We thought it was.
We
kind of
thought
a
we
bad
knew
show.
the show was boring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people might enjoy it slightly.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
You want to sit down for a minute? Grab a chair.
Okay.
You can join the panel.
You can sit.
Yeah,
These-
can I see DiBiase? I kind of want to hug him. He's so cute.
Oh, yeah, it's
These lights sure are hot out here. I don't know how you guys do it.
I know, it's crazy. These
Oh.
lights
Yeah,
are so
it's crazy.
abrasive.
I'm schwitzing.
We usually sit like, me and Mark are used to sitting in like low light.
Low
Yeah,
light.
low lighting with a fan blowing on me.
And not outside. You're not outside very often. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Steve. I want to thank you, Steve.
Yeah, that was
Thank you,
great.
Steve.
Thanks a lot.
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been.
Steve! Hold on, Steve, come back here for a minute. I wanted to talk about, like, what's like some of your favorite movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are in your opinion? What is Give us like a fun movie from your childhood that you can go back and watch whenever.
Well,
In
to
your
be honest, going back to childhood movies is kind of a weird feeling for me. That feeling, this nostalgia, you know.
Yeah,
Sure,
it's like
yeah.
it can be really intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magical in a lot of different ways.
Some people enjoy that feeling, but I don't know if I do so much.
So what's a modern film that you're really into?
Modern films.
Feature length.
I feel bad because people are actually going to know the movies I'm talking about, as opposed to the movies you guys talk about. So I almost feel a little bit too mainstream for the show.
That's okay.
But,
No,
No,
here.
talk-
That's why we
the
have you.
people. The people are mainstream.
And
Right.
They want your opinions.
Okay.
They want your opinions.
Okay, let me see. Love the new Batman film.
I
Still
wanted
haven't
to
seen
see
it,
it.
yeah.
I've wanted to see it. I think me and Mark were talking about going
Let's
to
see
see
it
it for
tomorrow.
opinions.
Don't hit the mic.
Yeah, we.
Oh, great.
Exactly.
Well, I recommend it.
You're going to go see it tomorrow, Liv?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Liv's going to go see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you
Cool.
like it better than The Dark Knight?
Well, let me think. I enjoy some of the performances in The Dark Knight a little bit more, maybe, but as a film overall, I love the new one.
Really.
I think it's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Epic.
We were talking about how good. I think Heath Ledger's, obviously, this is a classic performance. But I feel like his
Immaculate.
performance outshines the movie almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
it
kind of
does.
bizarre. It's like
I
very,
do. I agree.
Can you think of, because we were trying to think of other movies with
It's a 10 out of 10 performance in like a whatever rating we would
Give it.
personally
Yeah.
give it in your opinion.
In my
In your
Right.
opinion, what would you give that movie?
The Dark Knight,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
What are we doing? Stars or?
Stars.
Sorry,
Ten-
why don't you go first, Steve?
10
What
out of 10
out,
stars.
out of 10 stars, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. In your
Um,
opinion.
Haven't seen it in a little while.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Just like your impression, though, like
Yeah.
the experience of watching it.
Enjoyed a lot. At least 8.
Wow. I feel like
Respectable.
that's the general
Respectable,
consensus behind The Dark
Enjoy
Knight
it.
too, as well. I think like, it's
Um,
kind of like a Back to the Future kind of like status amongst cinema goers.
Sure.
You know?
It's definitely an iconic film.
I'd love to talk to you guys about the new one after you see it, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different
Yes.
aspects to it. As far as the villain goes, I would say I enjoy The Dark Knight more, although Bane is awesome, horrifying, really cool villain. I just think you can't really beat, like you guys said, you can't really beat Heath Ledger's performance.
It's like a De Niro-esque performance. It's
Just
taxi
what,
driver
as
kind
far
of
as you can't really come across a more committed performance in recent cinema.
I agree. Yeah. At least for American films.
And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but as far as the trilogy goes, I would say each film gets better as it goes on.
I still haven't seen Batman Begins.
It's great, but yeah. But what
That's
another
all you're gonna get out of me on TV.
It's got like
That's
a,
dirty
another-
look.
kind of like a sepia vibe. Like, I don't know.
We were talking about
And,
that. We were talking about the sepia thing.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing as far as the trilogy goes is recently Chris Nolan was talking about the trilogy, and people were asking him, did he have the whole thing planned out the entire time? Like, did he have the entire arc of the whole series in mind? And he admitted, I don't know if it's a bad thing, but he did say that, after the first movie, he had no idea if they would get to make a second. After the second movie, he had no idea if they'd get to make a third.
Oh, interesting.
So it's kind of interesting if you think about it that way.
So we just kind of made it up as you went along then.
Yeah, because people talk about it like in comparison to a trilogy like Star Wars, which obviously
Do you like Star Wars?
Love Star Wars.
Fantastic.
But I have a feeling that was probably more planned out as a trilogy from the beginning, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know for a fact.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Right?
But
at least he
like-
claims it was. But it's tough to believe that episodes 1, 2, and 3 were planned out as far in advance as he claims.
The details of those movies were not planned out. Like the
minor characters.
there's no way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure the broad story arc was there. It had to be.
Yeah.
But as far as the Batman movies go, I kind of, at least for now, tend to think of them each as individual movies in that sense.
Interesting. Because it doesn't really
I
seem
mean,
like a trilogy.
yeah, he tries to tie in different story elements from each of them, but
I would say out of all the Batman movies, what's your favorite? Just your favorite Batman movie
of all time,
of all?
All of them.
Yes.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
That's a keeper.
to be honest, I'm the kind of guy, I have friends that are a lot different, but I'm the kind of guy, I love new music, love new movies. I think that art is just, getting better and better all the time. I know you guys like old stuff too.
Well, I like it all.
I like it all.
I like
But,
it all. I really do. I like it all. We like to OD on nostalgia, like a bunch of old farts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're.
I like a lot of new
Me
things.
too.
But
Absolutely.
but
We're going to see the.
Where's
new
your
P.T.
mic live?
Going to see the new P.T. Anderson movie when it comes out.
Oh
That's
my
gonna be-
God, the
Can't
Master.
wait.
You want to
Yeah,
go with
The
us?
Master.
Can't
You wanna
wait.
go see the
I'd
Master
love
with us?
to.
We can come. We can have like a nice little panel discussion.
looks so
I watch the
good.
trailer
fun.
once a week,
Yeah.
at least.
It's amazing.
So
isn't
good.
it?
I personally am a huge fan of Joaquin Phoenix, and obviously
good.
P.T. Anderson.
P.T. Anderson,
But
yeah.
I'm also a big fan of Joaquin.
Yeah, I like.
Obviously Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
One of the best.
I think he might be like one of the best living actors.
Of
right
course.
now. He's just phenomenal.
But like for example, I know, Gladiator is probably an overrated movie overall, but I love Joaquin's performance
I
in
don't
that.
think I've ever seen Gladiator. Have you seen?
I
Sepia
saw it like when it
film?
came out, but I don't really remember any of the storyline.
Yeah.
I remember like the vibe.
You saw it in
know.
theaters?
No.
Oh,
No. Like when it first came out.
But
I think I saw 5 minutes.
I think my
of it in
parents like
theaters.
rented it or something.
We left.
But speaking of what's the new PT called again?
The
The Master.
The Master.
The Master.
Speaking of that, I really appreciate that trailer, in the sense that it's very cryptic and vague in a way that I like.
Absolutely.
In the sense that I hate trailers that give away too much.
It's like an artistic trailer. Like,
yeah.
the trailer itself is like an artistic.
It really
it's
is.
interesting. It piques your interest for the movie,
Yeah.
and you don't know anything about
Right.
it. I love that.
Yep, it's mostly it's mostly just a shot of Joaquin. Well, it's a scene with Joaquin, and I think it's like someone that works at a prison that he's
Right.
Or no, I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's just
he's in-
very,
yeah.
very, very vague and kind of an exciting way.
Have you seen the newest trailer? There's a second one.
Oh,
with a
is
couple-
there?
with a
Does it
couple
give away a
different
little
scenes.
more?
It gives away a little bit more, but it's still very vague. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's got a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
different scenes in it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Cool.
Um,
When does that come out again?
I think October.
October. So we're
Wow.
gonna wait,
Yeah.
but that'll
We
be an
gotta
episode
wait.
of Opinion
Mhm.
Steve.
We'll get the
That'll be-
actual
that'll be-
date.
We'll
We'll get the
go.
actual date. We'll put it on text down here.
We're all gonna go watch that movie.
Yeah. If
Yep.
there is a date.
If there's a date, yeah, it doesn't matter.
We'll get it on text just so
we'll get it on text.
Yeah.
And then the upcoming week, we're going to talk about it on Opinions. And I think P.T. Anderson's going to be here, actually.
Of course.
Maybe we could even show the trailer
I think
if
P.T.
it'll allow
Anderson's
it.
gonna be here.
To allow us to show the trailer, we might be able to show it on that monitor.
If they allow us.
If
We're
they
going to have to ask him when he gets here.
Yeah.
But that's going to be exciting. We're getting P.T. Anderson on the show.
Love P.T. Anderson.
Can't wait till he's here.
Yeah, he's gonna be here.
Didn't he do?
Going to get him.
Didn't he do like Punch Drunk Love or something?
Punch Drunk Love's phenomenal.
Surprising.
And
I still haven't seen that.
Magnolia.
There Will Be Blood.
Love Magnolia. Love
Magnolia's
There
one
Will
of
Be
my
Blood.
favorite movies ever.
He did Boogie Nights too.
Of course.
You can come up. Is that mic work over there? Does the second one work? No.
No.
But just, you know what? You could just come stand.
Or we could trade back and forth. But yeah, I still haven't seen Punch Drunk Love, but
It's really good.
It's really good. It's a movie.
It's obviously not as good as Magnolia. And
No. But I thought that
Even
Adam Sandler was really going to do a full dramatic turn.
Even for people who aren't that big a fan of Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like I enjoy his juvenile comedy because I liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you'd have to pay me to watch Spanglish.
Oh, how about
What is Spanglish?
Exactly.
Is that a movie?
How about
I think Jack and Jill was a
Jack
Adam
and
Sandler
Jill.
might see this. He's always filming movies around here.
We're gonna get Adam
We're gonna
Sandler
get
on
Adam
the show.
Sandler on the show.
I might be able to
We're not
work
making
that
fun
out.
of Adam Sandler.
No,
Yeah.
we're not making fun of anyone. We're never going to make fun of.
It's only our opinion in the end.
Exactly.
And our opinion is that we love him.
He's a great guy. I've met him.
He's really fun.
Yeah.
I've met him.
I heard he's a nice guy.
My brother went to.
He's filming Grown Ups 2
Have you
right
actually
now,
met
a few towns over. So hold on, can we put out like a personal plea here? Let's just say it together. We're going to point our fingers at the camera. We'll do your left arm. I'll do mine. Say, we want you, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. We want you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And if you come on Opinions, we'll buy you
hoagie.
I was going to say a submarine sandwich.
A submarine sandwich. A
I
grinder.
have a feeling he doesn't need us to buy him anything, but.
Yeah, good point.
But no, my brother went to college with his nephew, and so I met him at my brother's graduation. My brother met him when Adam Sandler would wander into my brother's dorm room because he lived across the hallway from him.
That's cool.
Wow.
He's just like a really laid back, cool guy.
Probably very nice dude.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely not too, as egotistical as you might think.
Wow.
But makes terrible films.
No, he doesn't. We want him on the show.
Awful.
Yeah. Awful.
But no, we want him.
We do.
Oh, what was
We
that
do
new
want
one about him?
We could
being
talk about the classic Adam Sandler movies.
What about the new one about him being a crazy dad? What was that?
I don't know.
Andy Samberg.
I like Andy Samberg.
That's my boy, I think.
I like Andy Samberg.
He's great. Can we say something about Andy Samberg?
Go for it. Do you know Andy Samberg?
You know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah, I know
don't
what
you?
he looks like.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I think we just talked about it the other day. He's dating our girl. Our girl JoJo.
Oh, JoJo?
JoJo Newsom.
We have a friend. Who,
JoJo.
JoJo
Newsom.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
I
about.
don't know JoJo. Oh, Joanna Newsom.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were talking
Andy
about.
Samberg is dating Joanna. This is some celebrity dirt.
Yeah.
Right here
Well, it's not really a new thing. It's
on
been,
Opinions.
it's been going on
It's
for
the
a
first
while.
time you heard it, right here.
We got some celebrity news.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a price, says DiBiase.
Money,
Money, money, money, money. Everyone's got a price. Everyone's got a price. So Joanna Newsom, by the way. Let's talk about Joanna. Since we got Steve introduced me to Joanna Newsom. I'm in love with Joanna Newsom.
amazing, yeah.
I think she's one of my favorite songwriters of all time.
Of course.
We go Yeast is the album you showed Mark,
Yeast.
and Mark subsequently
People
showed
might think
me
you said yeast, but it's yeast.
Yeast.
Yeast. Y-S.
Yeah, why ask?
with a T.
Amazing album from start to finish. Beautiful orchestration by Van Dyke Parks,
Van Dyke
who
Parks.
Van
One of
Dyke
my
Parks.
works with everyone from Beach Boys, Silverchair.
If we could get Van Dyke Parks on the show, I would be the happiest man in the world. I'm a huge fan of his
I could
solo
die
music.
right there, you
I
know?
think he's the greatest lyricist
Worked
of all
on
time.
Smile,
Yeah, he
you
worked
know?
on Smile. You know, but his string arrangements on that album.
Gorgeous.
Oh, they're amazing. I love the
Beautiful. And you,
all those,
I mean, I love
twangy,
her.
bouncy parts too. It's just so smile.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, the amazing collaboration.
I used to sit in my car and cry to that album. I used to drive around by myself just crying.
Yep.
And Liv's shaking her head
Gorgeous.
yes too. Everyone's shaking their head yes. Oh, I thought you meant that like you all did that as well, but you're all saying no. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I remember
when
when
you
Jared-
used to do that.
Jared cried.
I used to cry.
Amazing album, and it just shows how amazing Van Dyke's is. If you compare the orchestration on that one to the new one, it's not quite the same, but an incredibly talented musician. Speaking of Joanna, have you guys seen her in that MGMT video for kids?
No, she's in the kids.
Hilarious video.
I've seen the kids video. I didn't know she was in it.
She is. She's the star of the video. It's a little bit of a strange video because it features a really small child, like a toddler, that she's like kind of carrying or not carrying. I think he's maybe walking around with her, and there's all these monsters that keep jumping out at the baby, and the baby's just like crying the entire time, completely traumatized. What? And you have to wonder. Cool. You have to wonder. How it affected the kid, but pretty funny video. Joanna's funny in it. She's kind of like a valley girl, soccer mom type. It's a pretty funny video.
It's very interesting. I love MGMT. I can't wait to see the video. They're a great band.
Mm-hmm. But what were we saying?
I don't know.
What were we saying?
It's a giant banana.
We were saying our opinions. That's what we were saying.
Oh yeah.
Back to
opinions.
Fun. Do you have the sign? Can I get the sign? Mark made a sign.
I made the sign. The sign didn't really work.
You don't want it? Should we let them see it?
I think they can see it.
Liv, you want to bring the sign in?
It's behind that whiteboard right
Oh, she can be the
She
sign
has-
girl, like the ring girl.
Oh, yeah.
But she says funny things, so she didn't want to make fun of us so much on TV tonight. But maybe next time. Opinions. Get ready, guys. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Might be a glare, so.
You can't even see it.
Back up.
Oh, yeah, you got to back up.
Oh, you know why? I think because the green screen's turned on, so that's the same color.
Oh, can you pass it back here for a second? That looks pretty cool, actually. Thank you, Liv. We make Regis Philbin look like a hack, by the way. Opinions. That's just mine. Welcome back.
I don't share the same opinion that he does.
We should cut to a commercial. And we're back with
opinions.
Just
let me see.
Is this on?
We're back.
Back. Yeah.
Welcome back to Opinions. It's on.
Hello? Sorry, guys.
Welcome back to Opinions.
Yeah, we're back.
And we got some great things for you tonight on Opinions.
Many great things.
Lots of good
the
stuff.
The opinions of my beautiful girlfilm, Olivia.
This is Liv. Liv likes horror movies too. We like horror movies. Liv likes horror movies.
Yeah.
We like to hang out and watch them together. Yeah. Liv, can you give me your 3 favorite horror movies?
Probably Deep Red.
Deep Red.
I don't think I've seen. Is that an Argento film?
You have seen Deep Red.
Yes, it has Goblin as the soundtrack.
I think you were.
Again, it's better than.
I think you were.
Liv, can you give us 3 of your favorite horror movies?
Deep Red.
Deep Red. I haven't seen Deep Red. That's Argento, right?
You have seen it.
Oh, I forgot all about it, I guess. All right, and what else?
Friday the 13th, all of them.
No,
all 12
you gotta give us a single movie though. How about part 2? Can we just take part 2?
Part 2.
I love part 2 as well.
Part 2 is the best. Steve Miner.
He knows all the shots.
He knows all the shots.
Steve
What's
Miner's
that movie that he did that we just watched?
House?
No, the other one that we just watched. Or maybe it was part 1.
Yeah, he did House. We watched House recently.
All right.
Have you seen House? You saw House, right?
I just saw it.
That's a great horror movie.
It's a good horror movie.
Put WrestleMania back here.
Big paperclip. I always pick these up when I find them.
Oh, wait, no, what's your 3rd favorite horror movie? We should just get into our favorite horror movies right now.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
We got Liv here. Once Jeff shows up, we can talk about music or something.
It's really hard to pick a 3rd one.
I mean, it's hard to pick your favorites.
Can I give you my favorites?
We can talk about
Just I'll just give you
we don't think of a definitive 3.
No, there's no 3, but just
talk about things you enjoy.
Just some of my favorite horror movies. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We watched that the other night on our anniversary. Actually, that was our anniversary.
We did. We watched
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby.
Polanski,
Really
of course. Yeah.
By the way, can I drop a little fun fact here on TV? Rosemary's Baby was born on my birthday.
Yes, she was.
June 28th.
Wow. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
And that's not only his opinion, that's a fact. Big difference. Big difference between opinions and facts. But that is a fact.
That is a fact.
Another great one.
At least it was the expected date of Rosemary's Baby. We never actually
So it's
know
not
it
a
yet.
fact.
So
that's just your opinion.
That's just your opinion.
In the end.
So the 3rd favorite horror film.
Halloween is very good.
Halloween, and I was gonna say maybe.
I love Cemetery of Terror. That is a gem.
Can we talk about Cemetery? You saw Cemetery of Terror, right?
She did, yeah.
Cemetery of Terror is a film by a Mexican director named
Ruben Galindo Jr., I believe.
Unbelievable movie. It contains all the elements of horror. You have like zombies, killers.
We might be able to get like a couple clips from it.
Oh,
like,
I would love to get a couple clips.
like
and they'll be on that monitor right there.
Right there, yeah. So, Cemetery of Terror, it starts off kind of like a slasher film and develops into like a full-out zombie cemetery, bombastic, perfect horror movie.
Great shots.
Yeah, great shots. Great
shots.
Yeah.
And I was watching. You know what I saw? You let me borrow. No, you didn't let me borrow it. I bought it for $1 on VHS. Rope. The Alfred Hitchcock movie. Not
my
really.
favorite Hitchcock
not
movie.
really. It's my favorite Hitchcock movie too.
It's
not really a horror movie. Yeah, you like North by Northwest the best.
I think North by Northwest is his best movie, but Rope is easily Hitchcock's most underrated film. I think it's better than not only Psycho, but other Hitchcock classics, Rear Window, Vertigo.
It's
a perfect
technically
movie.
it's amazing.
Technically it's amazing, and it's so far ahead of its time. Hitchcock is trying a lot of different artistic leaps. He tries to.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he tries to present the film as being one long shot, and pretty much the whole movie, aside from the beginning, takes place in 2 rooms within an apartment, and the camera moves from room to room. And the only times they change the camera is when he'll very discreetly zoom in on the back of someone.
Like a trick shot.
And he'll pull out. So it'll look like the camera just moves up to the guy's back and then moves out, and it's maintaining the singular shot. Which it's not true, but he is definitely successful.
The whole movie looks like a single shot.
It does.
It must be the most edge of your seat movie I've ever seen.
It plays out like a
minute.
play,
I think it was based on a stage play.
It is great, based on a stage play, actually.
It is the most edge of your seat film I think I've ever seen.
One of them.
I remember I turned it on from the moment it started. I was immediately just on pins and needles.
Oh yeah, I mean we don't want to give away anything from the movie, but it starts off with a bang, and the whole movie is very tense.
It's gonna tip over.
Maybe.
We'll see.
That's just your opinion.
Yeah. Actually, it's not really an opinion. We also have some Beanie Babies down here.
Where's Jeff? Can you call Jeff for us? We're gonna go back to just me and Mark for a few minutes. Thank you, Liv. Let's hear it for Liv. Thank you, Liv. Yeah. She has some She has some great opinions.
Great opinions.
She has some great. Yeah. We mean that.
And we
Thanks.
We mean it. We mean it.
It's great to sit around and talk about horror movies, the 3 of us.
We do it a lot. It's something we do quite a bit.
Other horror movies that we enjoy a lot. I'll talk about the Beanie Babies later on.
We can talk about Beanie Babies whenever you want.
Yeah.
What time is it? 6:04. Steve, what time do we got to wrap this up?
6:30. Oh, okay. So
will you call Jeff and see if he's close? Maybe we can get Jeff in here for like 10 minutes.
I'd say realistically we have like probably 10 more minutes left, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, if he's like here, then I feel bad because I got him down here. Yeah. Oh well, he'll watch this on TV. It'll be funny.
Will, yes.
We should call this episode like
the pilot.
The pilot. Or I was gonna say the pilot. That's better than what I had.
What did you have?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know, like Jeff. Like
in your opinion,
like Jeff's big letdown.
I mean, he might make it.
He might
make it.
Steve, what do we got? Like 10, 15 minutes?
15,
20. All right.
All right.
I think we can do an hour.
I know we can do an hour.
Well, I wasn't so sure about it.
I know, but
he told him to run in here. We want to talk about like Can or something. He'll be here in 5 minutes. We got Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jeff.
He's going to be going down that hall.
Jeff Hall will be going down that hall. He's going to be on
pretty
opinions.
Soon.
So let's just talk about horror movies till Jeff gets here.
A couple more horror movies, yeah.
What do we got?
We were talking about Rope, but I think we...
That's not really horror.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I think we wrapped that up.
Yeah, we wrapped that up a while ago. I mean, if we're going to talk about the Jason movies, we got to bring Liv back on. So not right now, but
yeah, another great movie that's not a strict horror film, but one that deserves mention. It's probably the best movie that incorporates any sort of horrific elements into it. I'd say it's Fritz Lang's masterpiece.
M.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
M gave me chills, man.
What a movie. Yeah.
What a psychological masterpiece.
Psychological masterpiece.
M was just. Did you tell Jeff to go into the basement? Oh. Okay, he'll call.
Yeah, he'll call.
Tell him to run down to the basement and hear the pretentious banter of me and Mark, and that's where he'll find our television show.
Yes, that is true.
With M?
Woo! How about that speech at the end? Amazing.
What a movie.
What a movie.
Chills. Let's not even talk, because I don't even want to ruin M for anyone.
No, I don't want to ruin anything.
But that's a movie well worth seeing. It's very engrossing.
Yes.
You know, I love like the first time you see a movie you really love, and it's just like, you can't even think about the technical aspects of it. You can't even analyze it. You know, this is just my opinion, obviously.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
But it just because all those things are so immaculate already. Like in like movies that I really enjoy.
Sure.
You know, and like you just experience it, and you have no other choice but to just really experience them, just taking it in as it's going along and not analyzing. That is the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the opposite of what we do on our show.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, you know, my personal opinion on the matter is that you have to see a movie at least 3 times to truly appreciate the film and to truly understand the film.
It's like listening to an album if you're a musician. You work your way through it. You can figure out where the arrangements are.
Exactly.
It's amazing. I mean,
and over the time, you know, you start to pick out small, little intricate details and just make it that much more special.
I often see filmmakers, and I watch their movies, and they make me think that I could never make a film.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of movies
so intricate, and there's so much going on in the movie that it's like it just seems so difficult for me to even comprehend getting that massive film production together.
Yeah,
it seems like an outrageous like. Oh, Jean-Luc Godard.
So speaking of Jean-Luc Godard,
let me watch Weekend before we talk about it.
Yeah, but speaking of Jean-Luc Godard, on the topic of a movie that you think you'd never be able to make something as good as that, he has a movie Contempt, which
I saw the first 20 minutes of Contempt and then had to go to bed.
Yeah, there's just so many amazing things about that movie. There's a 30-minute scene of 2 people talking in an apartment, and Godard's use of space in the scene is incredible. His use of conveying emotion between the characters, using cinema as an emotion almost. Very respectable. I would.
You know who else is
very
a
hard
respectable
to
character?
like that.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard, yeah,
from the
Star
USS
Trek.
Enterprise.
Yes.
I've argued with a couple people about who the best captain is, and although I think that Shatner he's definitely more entertaining as a captain than any of them. You know.
Oh, of course.
But he's more impulsive, and I think he goes from the gut a little bit too much. Jean-Luc Picard, on the other hand, tries to think about things objectively and make decisions.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. In fact, I think we're gonna have a specialist in here either
We
next time.
We are going to have a specialist.
Or the time after. We got to watch Wrath of Khan in Part 3 just to get ourselves in the mood.
Yeah, we just watched the motion picture. I saw it for the first time actually. Great film. Definitely.
Amazing.
I didn't remember it to be. I watched it probably when I was like 14 or so. I didn't really like it. Thought it was boring, but
it's really good.
Looking
when
back
I
on
watched it as a
it,
kid, I didn't like it either. I watched it.
Looking back on it, it's obviously the best movie in the
love it.
series.
I
At least
absolutely
of the
love
ones
it.
that I've seen.
I absolutely love
The cinematography. I actually love all those like long, brooding shots of.
It's like boring.
Spaceships.
It's like boring like our show, but much better than our show.
Well, I mean, it's boring and it's not boring. It's just slow, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where's Jeff?
It's awesome.
I don't know, Star Trek, anyways. But either way, Picard makes objective decisions. He tries to be non-emotional. He's emotional in private.
Yeah.
You know, Shatner goes from the gut, and I see a lot of people die on his watch. I feel like every time Shatner's in the captain's chair, like at least a couple crew members are going to die.
Yeah, that does happen, doesn't it?
It does happen, and I respect him. He's revered as a captain, but it just seems to me he can be a little bit irresponsible.
Irresponsible, yes. Sorry. You can have some of that cereal if you want, by the way.
I thought about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's more. Actually, what would be cool is if we could get, at some point later in the show, if we could get a new box.
5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes. Where's Jeff?
A new box of
5 minutes.
Of Cocoa Krispies, and we can put the new bag in this box, and we can pour bowls out of this box. We feel like we're in 1995 eating cereal. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I don't know how Steve would feel about it because he's not nostalgic.
Well, that's all right. I understand that. Sometimes,
No, I understand it completely.
Sometimes I feel like, you know, like I'm taking a little bit of nostalgia and I'm watching, like, there's certain things that just do it for me. Like you know what's one thing that does it for me? Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu.
Oh, yeah?
When I listen to that album and, like, open up the vinyl and look at the artwork and stuff, it's like I'm, like, 14 and it's just, like, it's, like, almost painful. It's so like, so nostalgic, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's tough for me. And I love that album.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
I know what you
album.
mean about, like, you just kind of can't really handle it.
Certain things are like triggers, you know, like the...
Yeah.
Like the even like the font in which the liner notes are written in that
Yeah,
album.
and it doesn't really trigger things like relating to the album itself. It triggers things such as like.
Hold on, can I borrow your phone? I'm gonna call Jeff.
Maybe the room you were in, or just the feeling you had when you.
Yeah, exactly. And the time when you were growing up, when you were into it. Thank you, Liv, again.
Yeah.
So I don't have to awkwardly stand over there with my.
I think the word you're looking for is
Hey, where are you, man?
he's passing something. I can hear
All
that.
right. Well, listen. When you get to town hall, park in the parking lot, and go in like the front door, and then run downstairs. And when you hear me and Mark talking pretentiously about things that we like, you'll be on.
You can't
you'll
say this
be
on TV. Now everyone's gonna come.
Uh-oh.
Everyone watching is gonna come here.
Well, you'll be on Opinions.
Crash our
when you
show.
get here. We got a mic. We got a seat. Just hurry
Town
up.
is
Run
going to revolt
and,
against us.
That's like far away.
Where are they?
Hurry up. Steve, how
Where
much
is-
time we got? Like 10 minutes?
Where
We
is
got
it?
10 minutes. Bye.
Where is this
By
location?
the clam box.
Oh, okay.
But we got to give it to Jeff because we called him. He was in Georgetown.
Oh,
He'd
wow.
just gone out of work.
Yeah, he's-
And he decided to come down to Opinions. He was actually really, I don't know if we can play the clip. Things got a little crazy. Because you got to remember, what happens on Opinions
Stays on Opinions.
I don't know if the clip will be able to be showed on television. But we called him in the middle of the show.
Yeah, we called him in the middle of the
and
show.
He was really excited to be on Opinions.
We had him on speakerphone. I did a kind of a
Mark
stupid
went a
thing.
little lewd. He was working blue.
Yeah, I took my shirt off for comedy. I don't
We can't
know.
even talk about it. We'll probably have to cut this clip. Steve, we're going to have to cut this clip out? All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
So Jeff's got we got like 10 minutes left. Maybe Jeff will, you guys are going to,
If you miss him, it's not a big deal. You'll see him at some point.
we're going to bring him on.
Yeah, we'll bring everybody.
We
on
need
that
panel guests on Opinions, 'cause otherwise
Of course,
it's just
we have
really-
an expert coming in.
But we have a lot of good. Let's talk about what we got coming up in Opinions.
Coming up on Opinions.
Coming
The
up on
future opinions.
We got
Opinions
PT
of the
Anderson.
future.
PT Anderson in October.
Opinions of the future. 00.
2012.
No. Opinions of the future. OOTF.
Opinions
Of-
Opinions
of the future.
Let's talk about what we got
Maybe we
coming
get
up.
like a cool space effect going.
Right, we got what we got coming up on Opinions.
We're gonna have a lot of cool effects and things
Yeah,
going
Opinions
on.
is gonna be
This show's gonna get better and better. As
it's
it
gonna
goes.
grow.
It's gonna
That's
grow.
the thing, is it's gonna be different. We're gonna come at opinions from different
Like
places.
a green screen.
No. We're gonna be coming from different places.
Oh,
like
yeah,
outer
different-
space,
outer space,
castles, canyons. So we're gonna be broadcasting opinions from all over the USA.
The USA. No, and all over the world,
all over the world,
even places
even
like
places
Antarctica.
that don't exist,
Like Antarctica.
like Antarctica. But we also got PT Anderson coming up on Opinions.
P&D Anderson's
Jimmy
gonna be on
Eat
the show.
World is gonna be here in September.
They might not, but if they can't be, we might be able to get some of our
I
friends.
think we got 'em.
Some of our friends to come in and maybe play a few songs.
Maybe, but I think we got Jimmy.
You
Eat
could
World.
play a song. I could play a song.
We
Steve
could play
could
some
play a
songs.
song.
Steve, you
Liv,
like-
Liv could play a song.
Liv plays cello. I've heard she's phenomenal. I've never
plays-
actually heard
she
her play.
plays bass.
Oh. Whoopsie. Whoops. Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm shaking the mic there. Opinions of the future.
We also got Cena's father.
Cena's father, and John Cena himself might be on the show. We're gonna try our hardest. Speaking of wrestlers, I want to just detract from the opinions of the future for 1 minute. I just want to talk about something that was brought to my attention about Beanie Babies. Do you guys remember back in the day on Shop at Home when there'd be that guy? He had a beard, I think. He'd be screaming about baseball cards and screaming about Beanie Babies. And that was the weird thing. It's like, it makes sense. This is a guy screaming about baseball cards. But this is a grown man screaming about Beanie Babies. He knew all their names. He's like, what's this one's name? Skip? Snip. He's like, I got Snip the cat. We got Snip the cat. We got, and he wouldn't even look at the tags. He was way better than I am right now. We got Squealer. We got Squealer. And he'd be screaming about all these Beanie Babies. And he had all the names. Like he's got all the teddy bears set up. And he's telling us how much they're gonna be worth. And he's just doing all this crazy stuff. And I found out that he was an announcer in TNA Wrestling.
Oh,
that
interesting.
wresling promotion. And his name is...
Was he selling Beanie Babies? Was that the joke?
He's selling Beanie Babies.
Look
on
at that
Shop at
shot.
Home.
That's a great shot. You got Tales from the Crypt in there.
Yeah.
You got Gizmo. Hold on. Can you do the shot of me, Steve? Let's see what I'm working with. Oh, that's nice.
wow, that's
I
nice.
like that.
Wow, you
Yeah.
look good.
I'm into that.
You look good.
I'm into that. So sorry, go ahead.
So this guy, Don West is his name. If you guys want some gold, you got to search this guy, Don West. Just to go to YouTube, type Don West Beanies or Beanie Babies. It's just hours upon hours of this guy screaming about Beanie Babies, trying to sell them. I mean, it was a whole scam. Some of us had them, some of us didn't. But Don West, Screaming All Beanie Babies, one of the funniest things you'll ever see. It was a staple of my childhood watching this guy. I know a lot of other people watch this guy for fun as kids. It just, it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make
this guy
any
knows
sense.
all. Like they could have had like kids or like.
Well, he probably has a good voice.
He has a great voice, but
good voice.
it just doesn't make sense for Beanie Babies. I mean, it's perfect for baseball cards. He's like, I got the Mo Vaughn rookie card. I got Ken Griffey Jr. mint. Like he's screaming, and that makes sense.
Well, let's see where Jeff is.
I don't know how to begin on this, and I'm just going to tell you right now.
I think the best Beanie Adam ever. And we go to breakfast.
Especially, I mean, we're gonna put this up, and once you realize what all's in it, we're putting on music. Robert and I are gone for us tonight. It doesn't matter.
When something's that good and literally sells itself, that's how hot this is.
I'm going to tell you, it's SF8084, SF8084. This deal is so good that I can hardly wait to read the net tomorrow to hear what people have to say about what we did. Folks, we have there are 28 Beanie Babies in here when you consider retirements that can literally pay for everything right now.
Yes, sir.
With what's happening with the retired prices.
Guarantee you that.
94 different Beanie Babies, and if we could, we'll put with 14 new releases and with 28 retired. Or we can just put with 28 retired, since the new releases are really no longer new releases. So that means here's what you got. And we're going to do something special. Is this it?
Right there.
We're going to give you the $400 Maple Bear free in this package. Look at that. We're going to give you the $400 Maple Bear free. So basically, I want you to understand something, folks, and we're going to go through everything you're going to get. You are going to get, guaranteed, do you know now? Because we're going to give you Princess and Aaron.
I see Glory. Glory's
in here. Wait till, and again, we haven't even gotten started yet, folks, so you got to understand what I'm getting ready to tell you.
And they're already selling.
And here's the problem. Are you ready for this, folks? Now, here's the problem. Number one, we only have a few of these. And I can rest assured, I'm looking at it right here. According to this, am I reading this right? We have 32?
That's right.
Folks, we're going to double check on that. We may only have, I believe we may only have 32 of these. But let me explain something. The retirement is coming up either September 1st or October 1st. We've been hearing rumors of all the way around the board. Guaranteed every single thing that retires. The only one that wouldn't retire would be, there's only one Beanie Baby that's not in here that's possibly be retired. That's Britannia. And it is not going to be retired. It's a current Beanie Baby from this year, and it's $1,000 by itself, and it's not going to be retired. So, here's the deal. Are you ready? You are going to get every single current American Beanie Baby release. That's
you're up to speed.
Right there.
Like that.
65 current Beanie Babies. Actually, that's wrong. We're going to throw in the Maple that was only released in Canada. That's a $400 Beanie Baby.
By itself.
By itself. We sell them out at $399.95. By itself, right now, we are going to give you this one. Are you ready for this? That's 66 current Beanie Babies, including Maple, Princess, Aaron, Peace, Glory, every currently Fortune, Rocket the Blue Jay, all the 14 new releases, all the 14, Wise the Owl, which you know is going to be retired, but anyway, Drake the Ducks, Stinger the Scorpion, Ants the Anteater, Early the Robin, Cuckoo the Cockatoo, Whisper the Deer, the Basset Hound, the Golden Retriever, all the 14 new releases, Jabber the Parrot, plus every current Beanie Baby that there is in America, every single current Beanie Baby in America. And then, here's the part that is unreal. Folks, here's another, we can pay for this in two different sections. The 65 current, and when you put in Maple, 66 current, you're over it. Maple. We're going to give you all 28 of the May retired Beanie Babies.
Did we run that at $5.99? Is that right?
Originally, we
sold it out one time at $5.99.
Today, we would have to sell all 28 May retireds for around $1,699. We've been quoted on almost everybody around
We sold out at $600 though, didn't we?
Oh,
the first time we did.
First time we did it, we sold. Sold them out at $600. We could sell 1 billion of them at $600.
You said Maple at $400.
Maple at $400.
Those bears at $100. We sold out of the 14 at $7.99.
We sold the 14 new releases at $7.99.
And the 28 retireds at $5.99. You are getting
$600.
Everybody else. Okay, that's 28 and 14s, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6. You're getting almost 50 beanies absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free, folks. And here's the thing. What are we selling them per beanie baby? Did you break that down?
$21.27. I'm ahead of you.
Oh, my gosh. Now, folks, you got to think about this.
Send them in.
Think about this right now. $21 a piece. You're getting 28 retired beanie babies. Listen to this. Oh, what we got? Zip. Make sure I've got them all right. Zip the Cat is now bringing over $100, and it just retired in May. Zip the Cat, over $100. You got Peanut the Elephant, Pinchers, the Lobster, one of the original 9, Hippity Hoppity and Floppity, Lucky the Ladybug, Squealer the Pig, another one of the original 9, bringing $70 and $80. In fact, almost all 28 of the retired bring a minimum of $50 a piece. Minimum.
If you want a safe bet, one guy that's going to retire in here for sure, and I can't see him right now, is Chocolate the Moose. He's the only one of the original 9 that's still current.
Here he is.
He's gone in October.
All right, I'll tell you something else, too. Snort the Bull, gonna be gone. Snort the Bull, gonna be gone.
Anything they retire in October, you've got.
You know what?
You've got it.
We're forgetting. We're making moot points. It doesn't matter. They're gonna do a retirement either September or October. Rumor has it they're gonna retire. I've heard this, that there's a possibility that something could happen September 1st with the Princess Bear. We're hearing that everywhere. Do you know if that retires, that bear alone will cover the price of everything?
You know,
that's no joke. That bear alone will cover the price of everything.
You know, August 31st, the day that we lost her, that's when this bear was literally born. So
commemorated her. That's right. And I believe that the word has it that that's what's going to happen on the Princess Bear, or they're going to make a whole new one, and then this will be retired or non-existent.
Right.
Now, at $21 a piece, would you not pay $21 for every one of the new releases?
Well, we sold them out at $7.99.
I know it.
21 times 2 is $240.
What's 21 times? Oh, man.
$250. I mean, we could have sold it $250.
We don't have enough.
We couldn't buy them.
They don't make enough. They don't make enough. Maple's $400. If you call right now, you're guaranteed the Maple Bear every time you order. You are guaranteed the Maple Bear every time you order. You are guaranteed 94 different Beanie Babies, and the best part of this deal is, no matter what retires, you got it.
You got it.
It doesn't matter. At $21
probably
a piece,
for 2 or 3 retirements.
For the next 3 retirements, you have every single Beanie Baby that retires. You have, look at it right there. Look at what just happened. Someone just is verifying on 5 sets. And you want to know something? If you can afford it.
It'd be funny if Jeff walked in, boom, off the air.
Yeah.
That might happen.
Might happen.
But at least the audience will see him.
Yeah. They might not.
We've done a lot of good things since we've come to this company, including the debut of Jeff Hall. Jeff, where are you? You're on TV again. All right, there's like that side door. Go to the basement, and I'm gonna stay on the phone with you till you end up on Opinions. Mark,
sure, yeah.
You can talk about whatever you want. I'm just gonna give Jeff directions.
All right.
Yeah, the side door, and then just walk straight down.
What we have here is a Triceratops.
Keep going. You're gonna hear Mark talking about Triceratops.
And I found out an interesting fact about dinosaurs a few weeks ago.
No,
I don't know when it was
side,
scientifically
like
proven, but they actually had the Triceratops and other similar horned dinosaurs confused. Not confused, but they thought they were different species.
Tell me when you're downstairs.
And what it was just a different life stage for the Triceratops. And they're I don't know what they call them, like a frill or something. I could have told you when I was 6 what it's called. No, not a mane.
All right, you're downstairs. Now listen, Jeff's here.
They would evolve.
We got Jeff. Jeff, you're in the house.
And people thought they were different
Jeff,
species of dinosaurs. I'm going to keep talking about dinosaurs so we can hear me.
As soon as you're down here, you'll be able to hear us.
And
we got him.
We got him. The Triceratops, I think it was the Torosaurus.
No, I mean
they're actually the same dinosaur. No, I know. I'm talking about...
This show is so boring.
Talking about dinosaurs so he can hear me. Because if he hears me, there's a door open down there.
Jeff!
Oh, there they are.
We made him. All right, we got Jeff Hall here.
We got Jeff Hall. Nice shorts.
Just Jeff, please, ladies. He's got an entourage with him today.
Yeah. Have a seat.
Please pick up that microphone over there, but you got to hold it hold it down. You got to hold it down. Oh, he turned it off?
Well, dude, I can interview him with my mic.
Hold it down here, though. No. Steve, are you picking him up back there?
Hello.
We got Jeff Hall on Opinions. Let's hear it. We got her here. Yeah.
In the flesh.
In the flesh.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about? What have you been up to, man?
Thanks. Wow.
What have you been up to?
Dinosaur.
What have you been doing?
I've been working. Been working around the clock.
Fun.
Yeah.
Working off the clock?
Off the clock, around the clock.
Around the clock. Rocking around the clock.
Rocking around the clock. That's a good tune.
What have you been listening to? After all, you are on Opinions.
What's the guy's name that did Rock Around the Clock?
Billy Haley.
Billy Haley.
In the comments. And he played at the Topsfield Fair.
That's who Jeff's been listening to recently.
That's who I've been listening to. Yeah, wow.
You've been listening to what? Can?
Yeah,
talk about Can for a while on
Can,
TV?
Future Days.
Yeah.
I love Future Days.
I swore a little bit, so let's go back. You've been listening to Can?
I've been listening to Can, yeah, Future Days.
Future Days.
Future Days. What a great album.
I haven't heard it. What's your favorite Can? What's your favorite Can disc, Jeff?
Great.
Future Days.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, why don't you let's get the camera on Jeff. Put your arm around Mark for a little bit. And then please tell the audience. Could you please tell the audience a little bit more? This is TV. We're on TV. Could you tell the audience a little bit more about Can and like where they are? Jeff knows about Can.
In your opinion.
In your opinion. Yeah, in your opinion.
In my opinion.
Liv, you zoom in on Jeff. Friendship in the North Shore.
In my opinion, the band Can is the German Pink Floyd.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
That's a nice.
They
I like that.
are
Japanese singer.
extremely psychedelic. Very, very jammy. I wouldn't really say noodly, but yeah, thanks, man.
It's a little too.
And very, very minimalistic, especially with the vocals. And
one of my favorite vocalists of all time, by the way.
yes, well,
Suzuki,
they also go through several different vocalists. I don't really know about the later work of Can, but
it's funny that none of us have listened to it. We love that band so much, and none of us have dug.
None of us have dug that deep.
I
went completely chronological with that band.
I mean, about the first 4 albums are really amazing. I mean, Monster Movie's not my favorite, but there's a bootleg before
my favorite.
Monster Movie called Delay, and I believe it just got released. Officially released. It was a bootleg. You could only get it. I guess Radiohead covered a song on it.
Hey, since you're on our show, can we talk about your band? Let's just shamelessly plug Jeff's band.
Yeah, we might even be able to get a clip of the band on one of these monitors.
I think we're gonna. I think
we're definitely gonna do that.
Which
I think on this monitor because it's
Jeff,
closest
point to that monitor. Yeah. That's where you're getting your clip.
You're gonna get your clip.
Right, everybody up in the air. Right there. There. And we're back.
Here they come.
There.
With Jeff from Trashfire.
We never left, but
Jeff's got this cool band. He actually is in a band with my roommate. They're called Trashfire. They play like loud, kind of like.
The roommate's never gonna be on the show, by the way. He's not the expert. He's not the expert on Star Trek that we were talking about earlier.
He's absolutely.
Just want to forewarn everyone.
I'm not going to say anything about my roommate being the expert on Star Trek that we're bringing on next week.
He's not.
Because he's not
going to be that person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's not.
If he is, I'll be really surprised.
I like your band. I think you guys are killer. I think you guys are really good. You guys play like loud. It's kind of like neo-punk, psychedelic.
You
can't even confine it to.
You can't confine it to a genre. You guys are
and
fantastic.
that's what the best kind of music is.
And we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna play the clip on that monitor in the past. Yeah. And then maybe one day Trashfire will come here without Scott. And play a show.
Scott. Yeah, that's the name of
my roommate.
The other man.
It's a 2-man show, but I think we can cut the fat for one performance.
So I wanted to bring up. So that's Trashfire. We just shamelessly plug Jeff's band because we like them. And
maybe we can even play a song like at the end of the show, just to after the credits.
That one that's like Trashfire, C360. What did you drop that?
I dropped your dinosaur.
It's got a really good
beat.
What was I gonna say? So since we're closing up opinions soon. It's getting late.
You guys want C3PO push-ups? You got it.
C3PO push-ups.
Let's see if you can do it with the dinosaur on his back. Oh, too heavy.
Too far.
Triceratops, I think they weighed more than a car.
I want to put this out there on opinions. Steve, you think it's safe to give my address on opinions?
Probably not.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
why are you doing this?
Because I had an idea that I didn't discuss with you. If anybody wants to be on opinions, We want everyone who's a fan of opinions. You can get on opinions.
You can share your opinions.
It's actually really, really easy.
Very easy to do.
All you have to do is email me.
Email.
Or you can find us on Facebook.
I'm going to use my high school email, my Yahoo account.
Oh,
you guys can
Yahoo!
You guys ready for this? You guys can email me at jpunker182 at
jpunker182
at
like
yahoo.com.
Like the band.
Because that's not my real email address. But that's the one. I'll check it. If you're a fan of opinions,
he'll check it for you.
We would be so stoked to have anybody on opinions. It doesn't matter who you are, but if you're Cena's father, we definitely want you on opinions.
Oh, Cena's father would be really great.
We're gonna do we're gonna get him on here. P.T. Anderson's coming on in October.
P.T. Anderson might be here.
I want to meet that dad. I don't want to slap him in the face.
Whoa, we're cutting that out. Get off of opinions. Yeah. Get out of here. What are you doing? You just lost your chance.
You're off the show. Sorry.
We're trying to get Cena's father.
Yeah. We love Cena's father.
We'll have Jeff back in a few. Steve, how much longer we got? Like 5 minutes? Oh, 0. All right. Well,
we're just going to get off the air really quick. One more thing to say. We enjoy old box art of cereals.
We really like Joe Dante.
And
you got to remember,
it's only our opinion.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Everybody.
Steve, you dim the lights? Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
We're working on